So, James Gunn's DCU started off really strong with Superman last year. Now, obviously, there were a lot of mixed reactions for David Corenswet as Superman, but I really like that movie. Now, Supergirl came out, and it's not too great. And in my opinion, it should not have been the second movie in the DCU. And look, I get that James Gunn wants this to be, a different than Zack Snyder's DC universe, even though I thought his DC universe was freaking awesome. I mean, just look at this, come on. But you need to start off with the core characters of DC, like Marvel did. Like, Supergirl is important, but she's not an A-list superhero that will guarantee a box office success, like Batman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Superman, or other DC groups like Teen Titans. And right now, Supergirl is bombing at the box office. And there are a lot of factors to this. Number one is I don't think this was the best time to drop a B-list superhero movie, because you have so many other big projects around the corner, like Spider-Man Brand New Day and The Odyssey, which is more controversial than thousands of white nationalists walking through DC at the moment. I mean, even these YouTubers movies like Obsession and Backrooms are smashing DC at the box office at the moment. And let's be honest, it doesn't help when Millie Alcock says things like this.
It wasn't, but in honor of Pride Month, as I'm getting all these questions, I don't know. I think that what makes this film so beautiful is that it's not centered around a man. It's not centered around love at all, if anything. But we'll see. I don't really know. But I don't know. I don't know. She'd probably go both ways.
Like, it doesn't really bother me, but you're gonna piss off a lot of fans, so why even bother saying something like this at all? I mean, I was checking out X, and all over X, conservative influencers were talking about what she said. Now, you can act all like, oh, why do people care about that comment, and why make such a big deal out of it? But here's the thing. The majority of the world is tired of woke in movies. That's just a fact. So anytime someone who's headlining a movie says some woke stuff, the movie usually always performs horribly at the box office. Unless it's something like the Avengers that'll clear $1 billion no matter what they say. And that's because 50% of the population, they don't want to see that, so they're not going to watch the movie. So be smart and don't make any form of political commentary or anything like that, because you will lose at the end of the day. But my opinion is that Millie Alcock was actually great at playing Supergirl. It's just that this movie really suffered from a very bad script. Jason Momoa was great as well with Millie, but, the villain, I don't even remember his name. I just remember that he shot Crypto with some dart that would kill him in 2 or 3 days or whatever. I don't know. I can't even be bothered. He looked like some Mad Max villain from the 80s, so. I think the movie would have been a lot better if it was just Supergirl and Lobo flying around blowing stuff up. I don't even remember the lady she was flying around with, her name at all. That's how bad the movie was. But the movie was weak, and the reviews prove that point is true. But I still think that James Gunn's DC universe can be really good when we get to all of the other DC characters, both the iconic ones, but also the ones that we haven't seen on the big screen, like Teen Titans. Though I heard that the woman who wrote Supergirl was possibly going to write Teen Titans as well. Let's hope that's not true. I also heard she was going to write Wonder Woman, so it's a lot of writing for this woman, who never made a real movie. I'm going to explain why. Anna Noguera, her. She wrote Supergirl, and this lady has never made or written any Hollywood movie, just short films. I mean, you need good writing, and obviously DC should fire her. Like, I'm sorry, but I wanted to like Supergirl, but the writing was the problem. So you can't let this person write Wonder Woman or Teen Titans. Don't do that shit. But I believe that DC needs to merge Matt Reeves' Batman with James Gunn's DC universe. That will make DC explode completely and be able to contend with Marvel. And I know that Matt Reeves wanted to make his Batman more realistic, but come on, just do this for the fans. Don't start this whole Christopher Nolan stuff. Come on. Nolan's Dark Knight is the realistic one. There won't be any more like it. Just make the iconic DC one. But if they do this, like I said, DC might be able to contend with Marvel. Because for Marvel, besides Spider-Man and Avengers, they are very weak right now. And I believe that Avengers Doomsday is going to be a complete disaster. I mean, I could be wrong, but it just looks so messy. And there's so many characters and so many other movies that didn't really flow together like, Infinity War and all these other movies did. So DC should really capitalize on this, because that's how they're going to beat Marvel at the end of the day. So that was it for today. Thank you for watching. What were your thoughts of the new Supergirl movie? Subscribe and follow for more.